So yesterday I woke up and I was pissed off. Straight up, I was just pissed off. There was no reason. Nothing had happened to me the day prior. Nothing had really gone wrong per se. I just woke up and just wasn't feeling it. Something that people like to call waking up on the wrong side of the bed, right? And it was so bad that I actually tried to record a video yesterday, one for this channel, and I scrapped it. I scrapped it because it felt wrong. And it's not very often that something I make for this channel feels wrong, right? But that's just how life is sometimes. Sometimes you get up one day and you say, this sucks. I don't know why it sucks. I don't know what sucks about it, but I just have to go with it. And that's what I did. Instead of working on my passion yesterday, I decided to work on my normal job, which is fine because the normal job I have to do, right? Being here is not something I have to do, right? It's not something that I force myself to do. This is something I enjoy, right? Whereas my job, I have to do it, right? I have to make money to be able to live. And by the way, if you needed proof that I worked on stuff yesterday, the comments have been destroying me about my house, but I started building it. I don't like the way it looks right now, and I'm going to fix it. But that's not the important topic for now. The important topic is it's okay to have a bad day, right? And it's okay if your mindset from the morning is just bad once in a while. Sometimes you just can't be happy. And it's specifically okay to have a bad day for no reason, right? Because there's no real reason that yesterday was a bad day for me. I woke up in my comfortable bed, went to my comfortable editing job where I don't even leave my house, and I then tried to make a video for a YouTube channel that's doing very well, by the way, and I appreciate all of your support on the channel recently. And I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling okay, let me actually start doing things because I'm doing the yap thing again. I wasn't feeling it. And it's okay to feel that way. It's okay because that's going to happen to you sometimes. You could be the most positive person in the world and you could have the worst possible day for no reason at all. And a great example of that is actually one of my roommates, right? My ex-roommates, rather. We're going to call this roommate, I'm going to call him Josh. Josh is a guy who I love dearly. He is probably one of the most pleasant people to be around, and he's a little bit of a cuckoo, annoying person, but I love him. I love him to death. I need sand. Where do I find sand? I think over there is a good start. I kind of want to make a water slide, low-key. Unlike Josh's bright side, which is very bubbly, very happy, very energetic, he unfortunately has a dark side, right? And his dark side is very, very grim in the sense of he won't speak to anybody, right? He will close himself off from the world for days at a time. He has a full shutdown. And you never expect that from that level of person. Because when I didn't know him, right, before he was my roommate, I've known him for a while, but I didn't know him. Like before I lived with him, I didn't understand how the inner workings of his mind were. And now that I get that, I can understand why everyone goes through these things. I can understand why everyone has a day or two that's just not good, right? Ironic, and unfortunately, his tend to go for longer periods of time. It's not just a day; it could be a week, right? And of course, that happens to many people, right? We're not all. We all have different clocks on when we're sad and happy and miserable and mad or ecstatic. You know, our emotions just fluctuate, and that's a part of the human experience, right? But on the other hand, that fluctuation in emotions allows for the opposite to happen, right? You could just be having a good day. You could be having a good day for no reason. You just woke up on the right side of the bed. And you're just feeling good. You don't know why. You're just, the sun was shining brighter on that day. And same way with the bad day, you don't know why. But we don't tend to think of those days, really. You don't really tend to harp on why you're feeling happy because it's just that. You're feeling happy. You're feeling good. You're feeling energized and ready to take on the day. Your chemicals are all balanced in an equilibrium, right? So anyway, woke up yesterday, was trying to make a video, and my yap felt off. Imagine talking into a camera, right? Imagine you just talking into a monitor better, because I'm just playing Minecraft, to nobody. And it's your own thoughts, and your thoughts, even your thoughts don't feel proper. They just feel incorrect. And maybe one day I'll just post that video just so you can see what it looks like when everything's just off. I think that might be helpful for some people. In any case, time for me to do some smelting, as I do in pretty much every video. So I want you guys to think to yourselves, right? What's a day that you've had recently that's been like that? Where nothing was inherently wrong, but nothing was inherently right. Try and sit with that for a bit. Try and see what you can come up with. Wait, I don't remember. Can I dye things in this update? I think I need squids, though, because I want to make black glass panes. Oh, wait, literally squids right down there. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. So try to think of one of those days, right? Try to think of one of those days and try to think why that day was so incredibly wrong, or why you just felt the way you did. And if you can come to a conclusion, then maybe there was something actually bothering you that you didn't realize. But if you don't really come to a conclusion, you might say, hey, this is just my body needing a reset on this emotion, right? You have a shitty Minecraft house. It could be anything. You could be having a bad day for anything. And you need to realize that you need to have those days. Okay, so I can make glass panes. Now, can I dye them? Does this exist in this update? I don't know. Okay, moment of truth. Can you do it? Oh my god, you can't even make stained glass panes. Okay, this is the limitation, guys, of playing on this version. It's okay. We move. Anyway, I wanted to do this. And the thing I realized about yesterday is that if you're having a bad day and a minorly shitty thing happens, like somebody says something wrong to you or something is just something is just not the way it's supposed to be for whatever reason, right? You tend to take that a lot more to heart, right? So my example for yesterday was that I had work to do, right? And the work ended up being very tedious that day for reasons I will not disclose, but I just really was fucking mad at everyone. I was mad at everyone who was involved in making me have to do that work. And the reality is it's not their fault that I felt that way. It's my own just bad day, right? Just be careful when you're having those days, because you end up doing things sometimes that you probably shouldn't do, or you end up just being very irrational. I know I'm guilty of that. I don't know a specific example, but I know it in my heart well enough that I know that it's happened, right? I know for a fact that I've made irrational decisions on bad days, and some of them have probably cost me, but I guess we'll find out about that more in a different episode. There's this quote that I saw in some Tom Hanks interview. I'm not entirely sure how the quote goes, but it has to do with the fact of this too shall pass. If you're feeling sad because you did badly on a test, this too shall pass. If you're feeling happy because you got a promotion, this too shall pass. And if you're feeling any other way for that matter, that too shall pass. Good night and good luck.